You're watching WSIX TV, Channel 8 in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello, this is Larry Munson, and stay tuned for live studio championship wrestling at 9:30 tonight, right here on Channel 8. Welcome to Live Studio Championship Wrestling. I am Nick Gulas, and we have a great show lined up, featuring the top wrestling stars such as
Don and Al Green. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the popular team of Ken Lucas and Dennis Hall. The team of Don Carson and the Red Shadow. We are the Spoilers, and we are the mass terror of the wrestling world. From Dallas, Texas, Joe and Bill Sky. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the masked interns, accompanied by their manager, Dr. Ken. Jackie Fargo and Len. Tojo Yamamoto and Johnny Long. Dante and the Great Mephisto. Don Carson and Bearcat Brown.
Wednesday night in the Nashville heat, dusty chairs on the concrete street. Nick Gulas and Roy Welch, they got the floor, lining them up at the Coliseum door. From Len Rossi's grip to Jackie Fargo's sass, world's greatest wrestling, no better class. Under those rafters and the wooden seats, feel the rhythm of the heavy-hitting beats. Wednesday night at the fairgrounds, baby. At the fairgrounds, drive the whole crowd half crazy. Gulas and Welch, they bring the pain. King of the sports, where the Titans fall. World's greatest wrestling for one and all. Here come the Yankees, big and strong. Mephisto and Dante, where the villains belong. Saw Wing and Rob's tricks and Tojo's bite. Joe and Bill Sky, getting ready to fight. In that square ring under the Coliseum light, legends born in the middle of the night. Through the smoke and the folding chairs, you can hear the ghost of the wrestler's prayers. Wednesday night at the fairgrounds, baby. wrestling for one and all. Wednesday night at the fairgrounds, baby. Drive the whole crowd half crazy. Gulas and Welch, they bring the pain. King of the sports, where the Titans fall. World's greatest wrestling for one and all. Nick and Roy, world's greatest. See you next Wednesday. In the dark cloth pride, two white shadows standing side by side. Leather straps and the heavy gold shine, a midnight contract for a southern line. Leather straps and the heavy gold shine, a midnight contract full of camera stands. In the bright lights where the camera stands, the gold is heavy in the intern hands. Oh, Ramey's law is written on the floor, masked men knocking on the main event door. That world-class grit and the southern steel, spinning the spokes of a championship wheel. Let the bell ring out, let the rain begin. Dr. Ramey's boys have taken the win. Cotton white hoods hide the eyes within, under the canvas where the wars begin. Under the canvas where the wars begin. No names needed when the belts are wide, just the doctors planning a heavyweight ride. They march to the corner where the gold is stacked, a southern empire perfectly tracked. Oh, Ramey's law is written on the floor, masked men knocking on the main event door. That world-class grit and the southern steel, spin the spokes of a championship wheel. Let the bell ring out, let the rain begin. Dr. Ramey's boys are taking the win. Law is written on the floor, masked men knocking on the main event door. Let the bell ring out, let the rain begin. Dr. Ramey's boys are taking the win. Taking the win. Taking the win. Doctor's orders, son.
Let's check in with our sponsors. We'll be right back with more live studio championship wrestling right here on Channel 8.
Our real country sauce is the best you ever tried. Look for me on the label of Tennessee Pride. It's real country sausage, yes sirree. The secret of the goodness is the recipe. But before this song is done, I'll play. Mr. Odom will tell you how it's made.
Well, we start with fresh meat that's really grand, pure whole hog pork, the best in the land. Then we add a dash of X and a pinch of Z, and for flavor and taste we add Y9D. A touch of Oda Magic blends all three. That's the secret of the secret recipe.
Our real country sauce is the best you ever tried. Look for me on the label of Tennessee Pride. Take home a package of Tennessee Pride.
Concrete walls and the smell of the sweat. Two heavy hitters we haven't tamed yet. Those gold-plated shields around their waistlines. Carson and the Bearcat crossing the lines. They're standing like stone with their fists in a ball, ready to answer the main event call. But Saul's at the turnbuckle with a devilish grin, leading the masked men where the shadows begin. Mephisto and Dante with the red on their chest, putting the world's heavy gold to the test. It's a main event fire in the Nashville night. Two teams of iron in a championship fight. They're masked in the pale light of the studio floor, Weingrof's whispering secrets and more. Watching that big lens of Channel 8, waiting for Carson to fall to his fate. Bearcat is roaring, he's ready to spring, but the men in the mask got a different thing. When the lights go red and the camera is on, the gold is the prize till the light of the dawn. Saul's in the shadows, Mephisto is wild, but Dante's got tricks that would scare a grown child. Saul's at the turnbuckle with a devilish grin, leading the masked men where the shadows begin. Mephisto and Dante with the red on their chest, putting the world's heavy gold to the test. It's a main event fire in the Nashville night, in a championship fight. In a championship fight. Carson and Bearcat, they're still holding on. See the Bearcat go. Get them out of the ring. Yeah, they kept the belts.
On this night at the Nashville Fairgrounds Coliseum, history was made before a roaring crowd of 5,644 wrestling fans. Veteran Don Carson teamed with newcomer Bearcat Brown to challenge the feared duo of Mephisto and Dante for the World Tag Team Championship. The battle was a hard-fought 2 out of 3 falls contest. Carson and Mephisto split the first 2 falls, leaving everything to be decided in the final moments. Dante had Carson in serious trouble when Carson managed to make the tag to Bearcat Brown. The fresh Brown exploded into the ring with incredible power, driving Dante to the mat with a crushing headbutt before pinning him for the decisive fall. Mephisto and manager Saul Weingrof were too late to stop it. With that victory, Don Carson and Bearcat Brown shocked the wrestling world and captured the World Tag Team Championship. It was one of the biggest upsets ever witnessed at the Fairgrounds Coliseum and cemented the new team as champions. The evening also featured Al Green defeating Jesse Morales, Spoiler number 1 making an impressive debut over Chief White Eagle, and the Masked Destroyers extending their undefeated streak with a victory over Les Thatcher and Joe Sky. But the story everyone remembered was the unforgettable championship triumph of Don Carson and Bearcat Brown, a victory that became a lasting chapter in Nashville professional wrestling history.
You're watching WSIX TV, Channel 8 in Nashville, Tennessee.
America was changing by the day, but every Wednesday night in Nashville, one place brought fans together like nowhere else: the Fairgrounds Coliseum. As wrestling fans poured through the doors, transistor radios were playing the biggest hit in the country. The Beatles, joined by Billy Preston, were climbing the charts with Get Back. Their music echoed from car radios in the parking lot as thousands of excited fans hurried inside. At home, America's favorite television show was Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Every week, millions tuned in for its fast-paced comedy and unforgettable catchphrases. But on Wednesday night, wrestling fans had something even bigger on their minds. Movie theaters were packed with audiences watching Barbra Streisand in Funny Girl, one of the biggest films of the year. Yet for fans at the fairgrounds, the greatest entertainment wasn't on a movie screen. It was inside the wrestling ring. The air was electric. The smell of popcorn filled the building. The crowd stomped their feet as the announcer welcomed everyone to another night of championship wrestling. Then came the main event. Don Carson and Bearcat Brown, one of the toughest tag teams in professional wrestling, stepped into the ring for a highly anticipated rematch against the mysterious masked duo of Mephisto and Dante. Every punch, every slam, every near fall brought the crowd to its feet. Heroes battled villains in a contest of strength, courage, and determination. It was the kind of night fans would talk about for years. On a thrilling Wednesday night before a crowd of 5,626 fans at the Fairgrounds Coliseum, Don Carson and Bearcat Brown successfully retained their World Tag Team Championship in one of the most dramatic battles of the year. Across the ring stood the dangerous masked duo of Mephisto and Dante, accompanied by their notorious manager, Saul Weingeroff. The match was hard-fought from the opening bell. Bearcat Brown scored the first fall over Dante with his crushing headbutts, putting the champions in control early. But Mephisto and Dante refused to stay down. In the second fall, Dante used his infamous built-up wrestling shoe as a weapon, stopping Don Carson and evening the match at one fall apiece. With the championship hanging in the balance, the deciding fall became pure chaos. Carson and Bearcat attempted to remove Dante's loaded shoe to stop his illegal tactics once and for all. That's when Saul Weingeroff stormed into the ring, swinging his cane at both champions. The referee had seen enough. Weingeroff's interference forced the official to disqualify Mephisto and Dante, allowing Don Carson and Bearcat Brown to retain their World Tag Team Championship. Even though the masked team's trickery failed, the fans erupted when Dante's infamous built-up shoe was finally removed in the middle of the ring. The evening also featured Johnny Walker and Les Thatcher defeating the Mighty Yankees after Walker used a hangman's noose during the deciding fall. Elsewhere on the card, Mr. Oda defeated Chief White Eagle with devastating judo chops, while spoiler number 2 scored a victory over Phil Tate with a punishing backbreaker. It was another unforgettable night of championship wrestling at the Fairgrounds Coliseum, where the action was fierce, the rivalries were intense, and Don Carson and Bearcat Brown once again proved why they were the kings of the tag team division.
Let's check in with our sponsors. We'll be right back with more live studio championship wrestling right here on Channel 8.
Let's hear from our sponsor, Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
Sal was a stone-hearted gal, refusing to bill or to coo. But Clem was right smart, he appealed to her heart with that gal getting good old Mountain Dew.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew! Mountain Dew will tickle your innards, 'cause there's a bang in every bottle.
at the county turkey shoot, 'cause Luke warn't worth a hoot. He was hopeless till he finally took the cue.
Yahoo! Mountain Dew!
Now he shoots off the cuff, gets more than enough after nipping at that good old Mountain Dew.
Sure as shooting, there's a bang in every bottle of our delicious soft drink, Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the toughest wrestler to ever come out of Germany, the one and only Kurt von Brauner.
You know, Nick, Kurt and Carl von Brauner with man and gentleman Saul Weingroff were 6 times World Tag Team Champions.
Kurt von Stroheim. Kurt, it looked like this young fellow known as the Golden Boy really gave you a rough time, and you needed all of your experience that you've had in Germany and other places to really contend with this young fellow.
Yeah, listen, ich bin now here 11 months in this country. I come over from Germany. I speak too good English, aber I understand to wrestling. Rough, like this in Winston, same in Germany. I no cared for nobody here. No fun at the fat belly, the wrestler young. I want next time, I want a big, the strongest wrestler there is in this country. What do you know?
Kurt von Stroheim says he wants to take on the toughest wrestlers. The toughest wrestlers in America. By the way, what about wrestling as a sport in Germany? Do you get good crowds over there?
Wir haben big Wrestler, gut Amateur Wrestler, Olympic Wrestler. So, mal ein bisschen ruhig da hier noch. Olympic Wrestler, Hungarian Wrestler. Wir kommen von French, von Belgium, von Austria. Wir haben damit the best Wrestler über Lust. Over here is the same style. Allerdings ist hier rougher than some time in Germany or Europe.
Well, Kurt, you were known as the heavyweight champion of Germany?
Yes, in 1958, European champion in Austria and Wien.
Well, now, even though you haven't been seen in Chicago or on Wrestling Champions, you've been in America now for a couple of years.
No, I've been here 11 months.
11 months.
11 months I come over. First time come over here, I understand nothing English. Now I speak a little bit.
Well, Kurt, congratulations on a fine win, and we hope to talk to you again real soon.
Yes, that's all right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Kurt von Stroheim, the winner of that match.
Tonight, we take over! Yeah, we're unstoppable! No one can stand against us! We're the kings! Bring the chaos!
The gold disc glows on Channel 8, a Saturday night appointment with fate. The lens is cold, but the lights are hot, capturing the malice in that center spot. Saul stands tall with his cane in hand, the sharpest mind in all the land, while 2 bald giants in red and black wait for the signal to launch the attack, with the blood of kings in every vein. World Tag Team Gold in the Tennessee mud, written in sweat and the loser's blood. W6 is burning, the crowd's in a roar. The Von Brauners are knocking down the door with leading the charge to the top. The Saturday Night Hammer is never gonna stop. Never gonna stop. Len Rossi fell with a heavy thud. Tex Riley's heart turned into mud. Jackie Fargo couldn't dance away from the prize the brothers make you pay. Tojo Yamamoto met the end of the line when the German steel big ring so tight. Underneath the glow of the Channel 8 light, Saul's got the strategy, Kurt's got the fist, Carl's got the submission, nobody can resist. World Tag Team Gold in the Tennessee mud, written in sweat and the loser's blood. W6 is burning, the crowd's in a roar. The Von Brauners are knocking down the door with leading the charge to the top. The Saturday Night Hammer is never gone. for yourself. Put the Nashville Heroes back on the shelf. Saturday nights belong to the few. The gold is red and the singlets are blue. The Channel 8 camera doesn't lie. You can see the fear in every eye. W6 TV, Channel 8. Curtain call, the Browners fade. Wagner ropes go, the Saturday show. Let the credits roll, let the world know. Channel 8, the Browners.
Welcome back, fans. Some of our biggest stars have just completed a tour of Australia. Don Carson, Big Bad John, Mario Milano. Let's take a look at some of that footage, and we'll be back for more live studio wrestling.
Can he talk?
I got him, Grandma. You keep your mouth shut, will you?
Well, he's vocal to the studio audience as well as he takes a side headlock on Ron Miller. Oh, nice maneuver from Ronnie Miller as he comes up with a standing, oh, it's not standing now on the canvas. A beautiful wrist lock as Carson goes to the outside of the ropes, and as Miller backs away, Carson goes out after him. As he tiptoes backwards and forwards, in and out, Don Carson. Comes from behind, takes down Ronnie Miller, Carson over the top. Rolling and twisting around, Carson over the back, Miller breaks out and comes up with a hammerlock, pulling the arm of Carson's right up. Carson won't give Miller any chance, rolls himself right around and gets outside the rope. Again as Miller backs away, Carson goes to the leg dive. Tennessee, Don Carson, he used to remember him here tagging with Dick Dunn from Tennessee. Underneath and drags one straight in and comes in again as Carson winds in after Ronnie Miller. Ooh, stretching right up, Ronnie Miller holding on to the waist of Don Carson as Carson's trying to get round to the throat area of Miller. Miller holding up, Carson leaning with all his might, trying to get the head of Miller's down to canvas. Miller, again he comes back, Carson slamming the head of Ronnie Miller. He gets up all right and sends one into midsection and then gives Carson some of his own medicine, and that's well appreciated by the studio audience. And he goes on the leg of Miller, over the top he goes, a standing toe hold and then brings him down. The out referee as Don Carson's going for those ropes. Oh, Carson's pulling the leg of Ronnie Miller. Ronnie Miller in trouble here, trying to get over, but oh, the pain is too much as his head goes back to canvas.
What you gonna do now, boy?
Even under these duress and strain, you can still, Carson still can't shut that mouth of his up. Toe hold still applied. Ronnie Miller over the top, gets one leg over, pushed away by Carson, rolled over again, and Miller still in trouble as that toe hold is applied by Don Carson. Comes in after the crippled Ronnie Miller.
You know something, I've issued a challenge out here for 2 weeks in a row. I'm saying Mark Lewin. Mark Lewin, Abdullah has challenged you. And Lewin, his usual cowardly self, ain't nowhere around. Lewin's in hiding. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Lewin. You better stay in hiding because you never know where Abdullah's going to come from. He might be dressed as a spectator sitting in the crowd. He liable to be up over the ring, tied up in one of these things, dropping down on you somewhere. So you never know where you're going to come from. But one thing you can put in your book, mark it down good, he is going to be there. Sometime or another, he's going to drop in and pay you a visit, Lewin. I don't care what you do, where you go, or how you carry yourself, you still got to come in this ring. When you come in the ring, Abdullah might be in there with you. So don't be a coward, Lewin. Go ahead and fess up to yourself, boy. Get down and say, yes, I'll take a match with Abdullah the Butcher. Those are the words I want to hear. Oh, you'll hear them, Big Bad John.
Milano and the Golden Greek Spirits are in, and it's the masked medics. The medics, of course, could lose their masks, and Spirits are in, and the Golden Greek could lose their hair. It's been a brawl from the word go, and the excitement is mounting. First one team is on top, and oh, look at that. He smacked him with a can which had been bent into pieces. The medics have brought it in first, and now it's all four men in the ring at the same time. It's no disqualification, no time limit, no count-outs, anything goes. The rules are thrown out the window. There must be a winner, and it's off with the masks or off with the hair. Look at that drop kick by Spirits are in. And now look at that. Down he goes. Goes in. That's it. The winners of the match. They keep their hair. Mario Milano and Spirits are in. The Golden Greek. Spirits are in. And Mario Milano. The masked medics now.
Let's check in with our sponsors. We'll be right back with more live studio championship wrestling right here on Channel 8.
Now you big Frank with Martha White.
Yes, sir.
Goodness gracious, good night, Martha White.
Martha White.
For the finest cornbread you can bake. Get Martha White's surprising meal. Hot rice surprising meal. Martha White's surprising meal for goodness sake.
Yes, ladies, you'll make your family mighty happy when you serve cornbreads made with Martha White's self-rising cornmeal. It's got hot rise, Martha White's own miracle baking ingredient that gives you cornbreads that are higher and lighter every time. Get a bag of Martha White's self-rising cornmeal with hot rise right away, and you'll agree.
For the finest cornbread you can bake, get Martha White's surprising meal. Hot rice surprising meal. Martha White's surprising meal for goodness sake.
Here they have the tag team green trunks from Indianapolis, Indiana. The Cats, Bearcats come out. And their opponents in the black trunks, the total team weight of 478 pounds from Texas, the Bad Boys, Ron and Don Mel, with their manager Sam there. Your referee is Tommy Martin. 1 fall, 30 minutes time.
We're about ready to go with a big 1 fall, 30-minute time limit bout. Ron and Don Bass. The Bass Boys with their manager Sam Bass being checked over now by referee Tommy Marlin. Their opponents, a couple of big ones. The big cat himself, Bearcat Brown from Indianapolis, Indiana, and Phil Hickerson, 265 pounds of mean machine from Jackson, Tennessee. And we're about ready. The cat held up on the rope, pounded in the midsection. Starts across the ring and still can't make the tag. There it is. He tags Hickerson, but Ron Bass was occupying the referee's attention, and
And the referee did not see the tag. He is going to run Hickerson back out again. A tough position for a referee. And Bearcat puts both of the Bass boys out, but from behind, Sam Bass goes after him. And Sam slips a pile driver in on Bearcat while Hickerson and Marlin are arguing. The referee did not see the tag. Hickerson had entered the ring quite a few times illegally, and in this occasion the referee ran him right back out again. Don Bass back in the ring, and the Cat, who had his opportunity and tagged Hickerson, but unfortunately the referee did not see it, is caught in the trap again between the two Basses as the 10-minute mark goes by with 20 minutes to wrestle. A jackknife. Hickerson and Don Bass at it, and here comes Sam in behind. Once again, Sam and that driver pounds the Cat down, and Ron Bass covers him. Referee Tommy Marlin counts 1, 2. I think he got him. Nope, he's still checking. 1. That's it. That's the third count. And unfortunately, the referee, who had to cope with a wild and woolly bout, missed the intervention of Sam Bass, and Phil Hickerson is letting him have the word. Ron and Don Bass, the winners. Tommy Marlin. Accusing Sam Bass. The fact of the matter is, though, the referee did not see it, as he was involved with Phil Hickerson and Don Bass, and Sam signifies to his boys it's time to get out of here. But Hickerson has other ideas. Oh yeah, here they go. Hickerson being waylaid by all of the Basses at the moment as the referee gets one of them back. But Sam and Ron still in there pounding on Hickerson. They busted his head open. Who is 1 against 3 at the moment. Here comes Big Al Green. Al jumps in there and starts to even things up. Remember that Al Green and Phil Hickerson at one time held the NWA Southern Tag Team Championship titles together. And Al Green comes in and tells the referee, what kind of carrying on is this? Bearcat Brown, who was put out of it by a pile driver. And there's a reversal. And the crowd goes wild as referee Tommy Marlin reverses the decision and awards the bout on a disqualification to Bearcat Brown and Phil Hickerson. Hickerson, who is in bad shape, was really saved that time by Big Al Green. And as we said a moment ago, remembering that Big Al and Hickerson.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans throughout Nashville and Middle Tennessee, this is a special announcement. The action you've been asking for is coming back to your television screens. Live studio wrestling returns every Saturday night, bringing you the hard-hitting excitement, the colorful personalities, and the championship battles that made professional wrestling a television tradition. Beginning Saturday night, tune in from 8 o'clock until 9:30 p.m. for all the thrills and excitement of live professional wrestling on Nashville's newest television station, WMCV-TV, Channel 17. See your favorite wrestling stars in action. Witness fierce rivalries, championship contests, and all the excitement that only live studio wrestling can deliver. Make plans now to gather the family around the television each Saturday night and be part of the action. Don't miss it. Live studio wrestling every Saturday night from 8 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. on WMCV-TV Channel 17. Presented by wrestling promoters Nick Gulas and Roy Welch. Be there when the bell rings.
Step right up and see the lights glare in the black and white. WMCV Channel 17 brings the Nashville heat tonight. WMCV Channel 10 brings the Nashville heat tonight. From the mind of Nick Gulas and the heart of Roy Welch, we're serving up a lesson that the history books won't teach. The special on announcement is screaming on the screen, the meanest bunch of wrestlers that the world has ever seen. Jackie Fargo's coming to town to turn the world upside down. With a loaded fist and a gravel voice, he's the king of this here town. Can you hear the crowd go wild? Can you feel the tension rise? There's a fire in the studio. Look at the hunger in their eyes. Look at the hunger in their eyes. Len Rossi's ready for the fight. He's a mountain of a man, while Mephisto and Dante are hatching up an evil plan. Bearcat Brown is growling loud. Don Carson's got a scowl. And the mighty Yankees are coming with a midnight howl. Put the rabbit ears upon the set and let the static clear, because the baddest names in wrestling are finally here. Jackie Fargo's coming to town to turn the world upside down. With a loaded fist and a gravel voice, he's the king of this here town. Can you hear the crowd go wild? Can you feel the tension rise? There's a fire in the studio. Look at the hunger in their eyes. Look at the hunger in their eyes. Jackie Fargo's coming to town to turn the world upside down. With a loaded fist and a gravel voice, he's the king of this here town. Can you hear the crowd go wild? Can you feel the tension rise? There's a fire in the studio. Look at the hunger in their eyes. Look at the hunger in their eyes. See you Saturday at 8. Don't you dare be late. Channel 17, Nashville, Tennessee. Gulas and Welch, that's a wrap.
And he is knocked off the ring apron. Well, we're down to only 5 in the ring at the moment as Roughhouse finally goes out. Donnie Fargo cracks a couple of coconuts in there. Tags the fabulous one, Jackie Fargo, as he comes in against Cowboy Parker. Ooh. Oh, boy. Parker and Jackie really hit and went down after that freight train collision. Jackie gets over to the ring apron, makes a tag on Donnie. Donnie lacing Ken Dillinger, but takes a vicious foot from Cowboy Parker. Al Green is now in. Jackie down on the ring apron. Roughhouse in there going after Big Al. As Donnie being held by the Cowboy Outlaws while Al Green pounds away on a Roughhouse Fargo. Roughhouse now turns the tail, and the Cowboy Outlaws continue to work on Donnie Fargo. Jackie back to his feet, sending Roughhouse into the war.
Referee Paul Morton absolutely unable to keep control, as you might expect, when all of the fabulous Fargos get in there, and particularly against the Cowboy Outlaws and Al Green. A turnaway crowd of 11,700 inside and 2,000 on the outside, witnessing an entire evening of outstanding wrestling action. Parker and Dillinger and Al Green against the fabulous Fargos, Roughhouse, Donnie, and Jackie. It has just been totally out of hand in the entire latter part of this match. Jackie ripping Cowboy Parker. Al Green grabs Donnie. Donnie comes up off the floor bleeding, but really swinging. There goes Al out of the ring. Donnie, the referee signaling for the bell. I think he has shown extreme patience in trying to make a match out of this, because it has been a brawl, double brawl. Out of the ring goes Al again, and out of the ring very quickly goes referee Paul Morton. He's got to declare this a no contest. It was certainly no wrestling match at the end. A Pier 6 brawl all the way. As the fabulous Fargos stand in the ring and Jackie says, "Where is everybody?" The referee has stopped the match, and therefore this six-man tag match has been declared a no contest. Jackie, followed by Donnie and Roughhouse, head back to the dressing room, trying to catch up with Parker and Dillinger.
Wrestling fans, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for Shock Theater right here next on Channel 8.
Good evening, seekers of the strange. Tonight, Shock Theater presents Story Risk Createur, things that break terror, things that glory within the lights.